At Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with a rookie. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go down as a gain of... And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Herbert off of play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Lions defense.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Herbert. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Another extra point opportunity here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you started.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now another shot here at the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan it and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Herbert now. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Herbert throwing again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We're better than this.
Kill. Hey, run.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. He'll get this up to about the 44. The Lions at 9-6 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
11.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. Go, let's go. Keep the sticks moving. Keep them moving. Think right. Here we go.
Score on these guys.
Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On play action, Lawrence. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one's taken in by Spears. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Lawrence will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Fights through, and now a crease. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Again, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Justin Jefferson. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.